All right, so in 7.1 here, number 6 for Build Your Skills, the question says, let's just go over this again. Marion has the following monthly income and expenses. She puts any extra income into savings. So what we did is we found out what the total income was, which we figured out that you add these two together, you get 2,075.44, and then you add up all of the expenses right here, and you should get 1,885. So the difference between those two is 190.44 per month. So that's how much she could conceivably put into savings in a month. So here's the thing. After 3 months, Marion wants to buy a new TV that costs $1399.99. Will she have enough saved to pay cash? So you want to take 190.44 and find out how much total she will have saved in 3 months. So you multiply that by 3, and you end up with 571.32. So the answer is no, she will not have enough saved. Okay? My question to you was, she will have enough money for the TV in how many months? So at this rate, saving, whoops, I don't want to move that around, do I? Saving money at this rate right here, how many months will it take for her to get $1399.99? Does anyone have an answer? 8? You both say 8? Okay. How did you figure that out? Can you share that with us?
Very scientific way. I just
Okay.
counted about 1.
Okay.
I skipped it to 3 and I just kept going up. It's all
Okay, so you started with this amount of money after 3 months, and you added 190 each time?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just add 190.44 each time, and then count how many months that is. You could do it that way. Did you do it a different way?
I did, so 190.44 times 3, and I times that by 2.
Okay.
And I just added.
Okay, so you took this 3-month block, and you multiplied it by 2, and that didn't quite get you $399. So then what did you do after that?
I added 190.44.
Okay. Okay, so then you added 190.44 until you got past this. Okay, that's another good way to do it. That's another good way to do it. Anybody else? Here's the most efficient way. Here's the quickest and are you guys interested in the quickest and easiest way to figure this out?
divide it by like 180.
Oh,
Take that and then divide it by your monthly.
okay. So if you want to find out exactly how many months it will take, you take the dollars that you have to pay and you divide it by the money per month.
Comes back to 7.35.
And what is that? And what does it come out to there? You just figured that out? Okay, so 7.35. Now that's exactly the way to do that. You say, okay, so how many $190 blocks do I need to get to this exactly? Well, let's divide it. Let's take the total and divide by those little blocks. And how many do I have? You have 7.35. Technically, you would round this up to 8. So you guys were right. You would round that up to 8. You'd say 7.5 months, maybe, right? Maybe round that to 7.5. But 8 months is perfect, and that's probably the most efficient way of doing that. Okay, so again, that was number 6 in Build Your Skills. I want to just do another example with you here, and we'll talk about, let's see, is this, you know what, I'm going to skip that example. We're going to go right to Build Your Skill question. Let's do this question together, and it was number 8 I think we were going to do. So that was number 7. Let's do number 8 together. Skip ahead to number 8. And this is sort of encompasses some new things that we're going to be learning here in 7.1 as well. So let's take a look at this one. Karen's monthly income is this much, $2,379. Her monthly expenses are as follows. So we've got rent at $775, utilities $175, car payment, car insurance, renter's insurance for her apartment or whatever, groceries, obviously you need to eat, gas, you need to get around in that car, and entertainment and miscellaneous. Okay, good. You might have another, giving to charity or giving to the church, right? You might have a 10% tithe in there, as we've discussed earlier. So you may have other expenses, but these are her expenses. Okay, so we're going to go with her expenses for this question. In January, Karen starts saving for a trip in July that will cost her $3,000. The question is, will she have enough saved by the beginning of July? How much more or less will she have in savings? Okay, so let's find out how much she can put aside each month. So we need to add this up for her expenses, and we need to compare that with her income. So go ahead, and every one of you now, please, on your calculator, add up these numbers so we can compare our numbers and see that we get the right answer. And then this is what we'll do with it when we get it. Okay, so say that number again. What'd you get for expenses?
482.
Nope. Expenses?
$1,897.
1,897. I saw that in a couple of your pages. Is that agreeable? You guys too? Did you get that? Yeah? Okay, so we do that subtraction and we get that savings per month. And so what is that? That number is
82.
$482 of savings per month. Okay, so that's our first step. We need to know how much that she has the ability to save each month. So January to July, by the beginning of July, so that's January, February, March, April, and May, because July and June, because beginning of July is right here at the end of June. So let's say we've got how many months here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. So she's able to save this much per month 6 times. Okay? So let's see. 482 times 6 is what? What's 42 times 6? 2,892. That's what you got? Okay. So will she have enough saved by the beginning of July? Our answer would be what? No. No. So how much does she, how much short of money is she? A couple hundred? Okay. Well, if we find the difference between that and 3,000, and again, I just subtracted 3,000 from this, the negative number doesn't mean anything, right? It's actually $108 that she is short. See that? So no, she is short $108. Okay? So, you guys getting this? Is it making sense? Like, it's like what? It's like planting potatoes. What does that mean? It's easy? Okay. Thank you for that. What would that be, a metaphor or a simile? A simile is using like or as, right? So it's easy as planting potatoes. That would be a simile. Okay, thank you for that. All right, so here's the practice your new skills. Now, starting at number 1, practice your new skills, page 338. You are doing this on your own now. You can ask for a little bit of help. I'm not going to be doing these questions for you. You are doing them, and you're handing them in. So you have the rest of this class to work on this, and we'll see how much you can get done. Tomorrow we are starting 7.2. All of this from this chapter is going to be due at the towards the end of the week here, probably Thursday or so that we can have our exam or our little evaluation by the end of the week. Okay? So practice your new skills starting 338. There's number 1. There's number 2. 3, and here's 4. Sort that list, income, expenses. And then we'll be ready for 7.2.